Hey guys, and welcome to game number 78 out of 100 of my Human vs. AI series, where I'm taking on the AI-powered Scrabble BestBot in a 100-game match. We are currently 9 games back of the bot, 34 and 43, after a crazy win in game number 77. Crazy comeback, so definitely be sure to check that one out if you haven't already. But as for today, it looks like I'm first. Interesting rack to start off here. Pretty good with the S, but a little clunky with the B and the two R's. So a bunch of options here. I mean, I could play Robin. The problem is, if I play Robin with either way with one of the tiles on the double letter, I just give back such easy scoring options because I'm putting a vowel next to the double letter. So I think I'm more inclined to play Burr because it also sets up my S really nicely in the double-double line. And it doesn't give back so much. It's also tough to overlap with two R's next to each other, and the I is a lot harder to overlap than the O. So I think I like Burr. I could play Born. IRS is probably a very slightly better lead than ONS, but it's easier for him to overlap. And Born also takes an E, which I don't have. So I'd much rather play Burr, which sets up the S that I do have. So yeah, this looks fine. I mean, I could also play just like Rob, but I don't know. NRS can be kind of clunky together. So I think I'm going to play Burr. Might not be the best play on equity, but I think it's fine. Enjoyers, or re-enjoys, through either R. So if either of the two R's stays open, I will get a bingo down. Hopefully one of them will, but we will have to wait and see. Guess if not, I could also play Enjoy or something like that and buy for 31. Or Joey, perhaps, but we'll see. Just gonna have to wait and see what the bot does, but hopefully... Okay, well, re-enjoys does stay open, at least, so I guess that's gotta be right. I mean, it's extremely risky putting the S and the triple there, but 70 points. There's no double-doubles through the T that would score competitively, and I'm not gonna play Enjoy and give up almost 40 points just to avoid putting an S there. It's not that scary. I mean, at least he's very unlikely to triple-triple. There are not a ton of 8s with an S in the second spot. So, yeah, he might bingo to the S and score a lot or something, or play a big play, but I can't afford to pass that up at this point in the game. And, alright, not a terrible draw, honestly. I mean, I almost have Twinborn, which would be pretty cool. But I have Woo for like 40 points here. It's 38. Keeps BINT, which isn't bad if that stays open. I've got plenty of stuff to the S too. I could just play Bows. I could play Bionts if I want to shed a few more tiles. So we'll see. I also have Woo right here, actually. So yeah, I'll probably play Woo either way. It just depends which one stays open. I doubt both will stay open. I mean, probably... Klujing. Okay, not a double-double, just mostly getting rid of some garbage. Yeah, KUGG. That's an awful-looking rack for the bot, so seems like a good play. I probably will just play Woo to take out the S. I could play Kowtow over here for 32, but Woo actually scores a few more. I don't mind keeping the T. I mean, I'd rather not, probably, especially with the floating T and Czar, but for 2 more points and also just a little more defensive, having a lead, I would rather play Woo for sure. Do I have any better plays, though, before I just commit to that? I mean, Bionts is definitely worse. Keeping the W, it's got to be worse. Anything with the B and the W that's better than Bows? Not that I'm seeing. Alright, yeah, I think I'm fine with Woo. Let's go ahead and play that. Dang it, yeah, and see, that's kind of why I wanted to get rid of the T. Just too vulnerable to these constant heavy draws that are really going to be a pain to deal with now on this board. Yeah, I draw DHV. Very, very bad. I mean, it's going to take 2 turns now to probably rid myself of this. I just don't have a lot of options that are going to get rid of a lot of these tiles. I mean, I have the CU at least, but a U is not that helpful with a V on my rack. I mean, Hub is not very good. Bunt gets rid of bunch of consonants, but it keeps the H and the V together, which is definitely not great. I just don't have much with KI. It's hard with only having the one vowel. I don't really see anything good that gets rid of the V. I guess maybe Vide over here will be best. I mean, BHNT, it's too consonant heavy, but it's actually not the worst. It does have some good synergy, so that's still an option after Joram. anything through this A? I mean, I could play David or Vian. It's just so few points. I could play... I don't really think I want to do this. I mean, it's a lot of points. But it opens a lot, and it keeps BTV, which doesn't make much. BTV is the Burlington, Vermont airport code. I do know that, but it's not very good in Scrabble. Yeah, I think I'm still leaning towards Vide here. I mean, it's got to be better than trading. Like, especially it's already turning into a slightly Val-heavy pool. We've already almost evened out the Val constant ratio. So as long as I can draw like 1 or 2 Vals here, this isn't going to be terrible. So I feel like I like this better than trading. Like, BHNT at least has some pretty good synergy, especially the NTH part. So I don't hate that. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could also play Bind instead of Hines, but again, I mean, it's a considerably worse leave. And I'm just opening a lot at the bottom, so I'm not a huge fan of that at all. And then there is also, I guess, David. I don't know. I don't think it's... I mean, the T actually does kind of not hurt the leave too much, because it is good for synergy. I think I'm still leaning towards Vide. I don't see anything good through this K. Or next to the K. I don't really see anything through this E. I'm not going to play Hub. I really think getting rid of the V is important here. It's by far and away the worst tile on the rec. The V, also the D is not great. Like, NTH are all actually pretty good together. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with Vide. Like, there's always something to be said for Val constant balance, and obviously this has terrible Val constant balance, but synergy is also really important. And a rack with, say, 1 Val that has good synergy with the constants is often way, way better, or at least not nearly as bad as a rack that has 1 Val and has terrible synergy with the consonants. So I think I'm going to do this. Alright, yeah, so still only 1 Val, but, like, look, I mean, at least I'm going to have some options here. I can play, like, 9th or something, most likely. But yeah, it definitely wasn't dying to pool an F. So we'll have to see what's available for me on my next turn. I mean, I could still probably play something next to Joram, like Hint or something. But there's not a whole lot. Anything from this K? Yeah, still, I just don't even really have a 3 ending in an I. That's the problem. Think doesn't get to the double. So, yeah, this is actually pretty awkward. That second N and that F really were not particularly good. If my T were an O, I'd amazingly have a bingo. I'd have Infobon through the A in Joram. That would be pretty wild, but no such luck. So we'll see what the bot does. Maybe the bot will give me something decent to work with, but we'll just have to wait. And the bot comes down with Yen. That's an extremely annoying play. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I have, like, nothing I can do down there. I literally can't block this. If the bot has an S, then, yeah, there's just literally nothing I can do. That's so annoying. I don't have an A, an E, an O, or a U. I have the 1 vowel that can't go after the N. That's actually super annoying. Goodness. Wow. Okay, yeah, I mean, now I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm almost tempted to just, like, trade a bunch now, because what do I even have? I can play, like, Hitman, I guess, for 15. BFN is pretty bad. Wow. Knit, that keeps BFHM. That's horrible. Kif keeps 5 consonants. Yeah, there's just nothing here. I mean, I can't even play to the left of it. I mean, I have, like, literally no options that don't just keep something absolutely horrendous. Unless I'm missing something, but I don't know. How about, I mean, the T and Tsar? Maybe something with the Z even? Like almost Blitz or Fritz, but not quite. 9th keeping BFT. I don't think that's worth it with 2 blanks and 3 S's left. I think I'm going to trade 6 and keep the H. I like keeping the H for scoring. It's just a great tile to have for either scoring or bingoing. And also, I don't want to end up now with, like, too many vowels, and the pool is trending a little bit in the... Oh. You know, I actually see a good play now. I see fibbing. That's kind of tricky to see. I just saw it. I nearly missed it before. Okay, yeah, that's worth it. I mean, that's 18 points. NHT is not bad. Okay, I'm glad I saw this. It's kind of tricky to see. I was about to trade down to an H, and then I saw fibbing. So yeah, let's do that. Still just one vowel. But at least I have an E now, which is a better vowel. Dang it. Yeah, I mean, there's just no way whatsoever for me to block that, unfortunately. But what are you going to do? I'm still not in a terrible position here, though. I'm only down 45. I guess catch, keeping NRT. Yeah, now the pool is officially vowel heavy. 24 vowels, 23 consonants. So yeah, I think catch has to be right. I mean, it's a lot of points. It's 36. I can't play on row 8 under the F and fibbing because I only have one vowel. I don't have anything ending in an E. So yeah, I think this has to be right. I mean, what else am I going to do? 36 points. NRT is a pretty good lead, especially in a vowel-heavy pool. So hopefully I don't draw more consonants. All right, that looks good. I've got tradesmen as a 9 through the ME. There's got to be something else, right? I mean, standard, darnest. Do neither of those play? Wait, do neither of those play anywhere? Not above urinals, not under czar. Strained, randiest, detrains. Nothing fits through the I in fibbing. Is tradesmen my only playable bingo? Dang it, got 56 for ticks. Wow, is tradesmen actually my only bingo here, guys? I think it might be. There's no, like, 10 through this IF and T. There's no way. Almost like drift nets or something. OS? I don't think so. AY? Yes, tradesman smartened. Gosh, yeah, I think it's my only bingo. I don't know, unless I'm missing something. So let's do it. N for lodgement. Otherwise, this rack is pretty clunky with that G. Tie game, exactly. Very vowel-heavy pool. 19 vowels, 14 consonants now. 5 A's, 6 E's, 3 I's, and 3 O's still left with 28 in the bag. Of course, in addition to that, we've got 2 blanks and a Q. So, yeah, a lot can still happen here. That's for sure. This is not a good rack. Probably just goth or something to this H. Or moth? That's not a word. I don't think moth is a verb. Mothing. Mothing really doesn't ring a bell. So I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to risk it. There's no way. So yeah, probably goth. The G also is just so clunky, so I'd like to get rid of it. There's also GIF over here. I guess I could play Meg, but Dolt is not a very good leave. Pretty inflexible. So yeah, we'll just have to see what the bot does in this position. But yeah, probably gonna have to play goth. I mean, I'm still hoping somehow trade 6. Huh. Not exactly what I expected. But it makes sense. If the bot probably had too many vowels and is just trying to trade a bunch and go for those blanks. So it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I kind of would like to play more tiles to go for the blanks. I wonder if is it crazy to do this, actually? Setting up ogled with 3 O's left? I mean, the bot could have just traded a few of the O's. It's just probably crazy, right, guys? I mean, it feels too crazy. I don't know. With 3 O's and 2 blanks left, it just doesn't really feel necessary either. Yeah, I think I should just stick to goth. I do give back some ING bingos. There's only 1 N left. I guess I could also just play moth. I really don't think moth is a word. It would be a much better play, but I really don't think moth or goth are words. I'm not going to risk it. I can't lose a turn here. And I'm pretty sure they're not words. Like I said, hopefully I'm not wrong, but yeah, so in between goth, I still think goth has to be better than moth. The M is just so much better than the G. And, I mean, gled. There's also ged, but that takes an A. Yeah, I don't know, gled just doesn't feel right. It's so aggressive, setting up an O with 3 O's and 2 blanks left. I don't know. There is a lot of upside. The thing is, if I were down more, I would do it, but it's a tie game. Like, my position after goth is not bad. I've got a pretty balanced rack. I'm probably going to be drawing some vowels, which goes well with meld. I could easily draw like limeade or something. And have diff plays on the next turn, too. Like, there's only one D left. There's nothing else in the pool. I guess there's an R, too, but there's very little that goes above if. So I can just play, like, a med or something next turn. Yeah, I think I like Goth. I don't love giving back the G, but... I mean, I could play Moth, I guess, to avoid giving back the G. Maybe it's not crazy. So ING bingos, but there's plenty of other spots to bingo still, right? Like, you can still bingo above... It's not easy to bingo above tradesmen. Actually, it's really not that easy. So the G would be a good bingo line, but with only one N left, it doesn't feel that risky. And I don't know, I really want to get rid of the G. I'm going to stick to Goth. Let's stick to my original instinct and see what happens. Wow! I mean, I'm happy to see the blank. I'm a little bit surprised to see two more consonants, though. 19-12 now, the balance in the pool. Sheesh. There are going to be a lot of vowels in this endgame, and I would imagine the bot just traded a bunch of vowels too. So, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting conclusion to this game, guys. Consonants are going to be pretty valuable to hold on to. 19-12 is a very significant disparity. This is a very, very vowel-heavy pool. I mean, you have 5 A's still, 6 E's, 3 I's and 3 O's, and 2 U's. I mean, obviously, I'm happy to see the blank. The bot plays Oat, so I'm up by 1. Probably Med. I don't really want to play Lead with 2 P's left, I don't think. So yeah, I think Med... I mean, I should draw some vowels here, one would think, right? Or you know what else I could do that I should probably do? Maybe Meld here. Just a much better relief. I still have the D for diff. I'm not really worried about melds, because there's also ifs already there. And it's not that much harder for him to get a 5 than a 4. Like, if he has the S, he's probably going to score pretty well with it anyway. And I could maybe even hit something to the G if I draw the N or something. I think I like this better. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to do this. Let's keep a slightly better leave, turn over another tile, try to get like the second blank or something. Let's see what happens. I'm going to do this. Wow! I just can't believe how few vowels I'm drawing. I mean, honestly, it's probably a good thing, because if the bot has too many vowels, it's not going to have a lot of options. Like, consonants are better for scoring. Like, I'd rather have too many consonants drawing into a vowel-heavy pool. That's actually a pretty good position to be in. 16, there are twice as many vowels as consonants left, guys, besides the other blank. Gosh, this is going to be very interesting down the stretch. It's still anyone's game. Okay, he gets down cheese and sketch. 15-6 now on the distribution. I mean, I'm not feeling like I need to bingo here. I think I just play Chad. I mean, I'm going up 10 points. I have WL blank drawing into a vowel-heavy pool. I am in no way, shape, or form feeling like I need to bingo to win this game. I think I can outscore him. Especially if I can hit a big play to diffs. If he's got like 7 vowels, he's going to have issues. I could play Wad, but that gives back big overlaps on top. So I think I'm better off playing Chad. Yeah, LW blank is a pretty good leave. I guess I could go all in on bingoing or something with like Hugh. It takes a P, and he can just block under. I don't need to bingo here. I mean, 26 is not that big a deficit on this board. I'm going to be taking a lead with Chad, and I don't know what he's going to do, but not much, I don't think. Yeah, I think that looks like a good play. This is going to be a very bizarre end to this game. I expect I'm going to draw some vowels here. What? What is that? PUV? Wow. That's actually bad. Although I have a nice play if it stays open. I really hope it does. I have Pickle for 32. And I mean, VW blank with this pool should be fine. I'm going to just get waves or something a lot. 13 vowels and 4 consos left, guys. That's wild. I was sure I was going to draw like 3 E's. I haven't even seen an E in a while. I guess I had one with Mel, but what the heck does the bot have? This is just bizarre. There's still that blank. There are still bingo threats, guys, in that pool, as foul heavy as it is, especially that with that C I just opened. Yeah, maybe I should have played Wad to not get back that C for bingoing? I don't even know anymore. Like, I just don't know. The bot could have anything. The bot could have a bingo rack, and there could be like 11 vowels. There could be 11 vowels in the bag. It's possible. It's legitimately possible that there are 11 vowels in this bag. It's not likely, but it's possible. Yeah, I mean, pickle has to be right. Or pickle, maybe. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce that. I could also play view over here for 16, but pickle is so many more points. Honestly, VW blank with this pool is not bad. Like, I have to imagine I'm gonna get some vowels at some point. Like, especially some E's and A's, right? Wait, what did... Oh, he traded 5. Okay, I didn't see it pop up for some reason. Sorry, guys. Yeah, he trades 5. Okay, yeah, I mean... He must just have tons of... I'm gonna play pickle. Like, I can't really block that C. I guess I could play up. It's not crazy. It's not the craziest idea, but pickle's a lot more points. He's not likely to bingo from that C. And he might give me a lot of counterplay, and I might even be able to outrun him potentially in some cases when he does, honestly. Like, if he bingos through the C and he has 7 vowels, and I'm down 30 with a 7v7 endgame, I can actually probably win that often. So, yeah, let's play pickle. Alright, there are the vowels. Finally. Okay. So, yeah, now, I mean, I have unweave, but it's surely not going to play, I would imagine. I feel confident I'm not losing without the bot bingoing. Fence? Okay. Well, now I think I can just play weave and win. Because I don't see the bot bingoing with this. Yeah, it's a weird looking play. I guess it was figuring that I could often play on column A, but it would give it something back. The thing is, it can't hit a bingo after weave with the V there, because the V can't be overlapped. I'm going to go up 56 points. There's just too many vowels, like 7 vowels and 2 consonants. How is he bingoing? He can't bingo through the E in fence. I mean, is there anything I don't think there's anything possible. It would have to be with the E in the second spot. Peritonia or something. It's too long. Arrow. No, I don't think so. If there is something there, I mean, he's obviously way more likely to bingo on the A column. So this has to be the play. If he has something I don't see, then he has it. But he almost has like power rock through the Q. I don't think there's anything through the F. Starting or having an F in the second spot is really hard. Yeah, I'm not seeing how I lose. He's got a good rack, but it's just too vowel heavy. Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty confident I'm winning this. He obviously can't outscore me. There's just no way. He just had so many vowels at the end. Yeah, that was wild. I couldn't believe how few vowels I kept drawing. Like, every time I'd play off 4 tiles, I'd be like, I'm going to draw at least 3 vowels. I'd draw like 1. It was just unbelievable. I mean, the bot must have had... How many times did the bot trade? Did it trade 3 times that game? 1? 2? No, just 2. But 2 late-game trades, which is pretty rare for any player of a top caliber. I mean, on the board, that was not that bad, honestly. To trade twice that late in the game is pretty rough, and that just shows you how vowel-heavy this pool got. Yeah, that was a very strange game. Very, very strange. And yeah, we'll see what the bot does here. Like I said, though, guys, there's no way the bot's bingoing, so I'm quite confident this is going to be a W for us. And the bot eventually... Interesting move of... I actually don't know how to pronounce that word. Is it Fehoa, I think? I'm not sure. I guess it probably wanted to block me. I could have gone out with Opaque through the Q, which I realized as the bot was thinking there. So it probably wanted to block that. But it gives back so many points over just playing like Arrow on the top left or something. So interesting. Keeps ER, which obviously is going to go out. I guess probably its best out is Earn on the 14J here between Tradesman and Urinals. We can play Earn, Re, and C. But it's not going to be worth it for me to block that. So, alright, I guess I'll probably just play like Upus, UPAS or something, or Opus. Doesn't really matter on the bottom left. That's probably going to be best. How many points is that? It's 22, so plus 20 net after he gets 2. Oh, is Apt better? 25, yeah, it's 1 better, right? Because I get 25 minus 4 is 21 net, so it's slightly better. Yeah, it's not worth it to play op here. I'm just giving up way too much. It can still go out. and plenty of other places with ER. Can also play on top, but that's probably a little bit worse. Don't think this is any better. It's actually the same as apt, as far as I can tell. So, alright, it doesn't really matter all that much, I don't think. I'll just go ahead and play apt. And the bot will go out with RE. Oh, resketch! Very nice. Forgot about that. That's pretty cool. So maybe, I wonder if I should have played Sup and Feihuas. Probably not. But anyway, we got the win, which is most important. 427, 378. Interesting game. Really, really strange at the end there with all those vowels. I really want to see what the bot had on some of those racks and see what else I maybe could have considered, because there were some weird turns. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see that Robin and maybe even Orb. Yeah, Orb is actually not a bad play. I would probably... Actually, this is fine, because yeah, it sets up Sorb. Forb is unlikely to come up. Yeah, Orb is interesting. I don't hate Burr, though, either. I mean, ONS versus INRS. INRS is slightly more likely to bingo, so yeah, it's probably better at this point, but I don't think Burr is bad. Like I said, it really sets up the S nicely. It's tough to overlap. Wow, so the bot plays Tsar keeping GGLL. Yeah, Glitz, I mean, the leave is a lot more palatable, but 18 is a lot of points to give up, so it's close. I mean, this leave is just so bad, but yeah, I guess for 18 more points, I would have probably done the same thing. Yeah, thankfully for me, re-enjoy still fits, and yeah, this is why you don't want to keep GGLL. I mean, I would have probably gone with Glugs, honest. Well, no, you're down. I guess kludging is fine. I mean, the K, you really don't want to keep the K. The nice thing about this is you do have like words as a possibility down column J if you can hit a bingo there, but it's still not that likely. So, yeah, I think kludging's fine. Score a few more points, turn over more tiles, ditch the K. Bowknot. Wow. Completely missed it. That is not a word I've ever seen on a board. I mean, I've seen the word before. It's a very low prop 7. Honestly, if I saw it, I don't think I would have been sure it was good. But yeah, that's got to be better. I mean, Wu does block a bit more, but this at least stops a lot of plays to the S. And like I said, I'm not too worried about triple triples with the S. An S in the second spot is pretty difficult. So yeah, wow, Bowknot. Like I said, not a word that you see very often at all, but probably a bit of a better play there than Wu. Then bot plays Joram. Yeah, probably a little bit better than Rome, just to create some more space on the bottom right. But yeah, here I just didn't know what to do. I mean, I didn't want to do any of these. Oh, I didn't think about boot here with BH. That's not terrible. DINV. Yeah, it completely despises... Well, actually it doesn't completely despise my play. It's in the middle here of the pack. Yeah, so it's about a 5-point equity sacrifice allegedly over something like this, but I'm fine with that. I don't want to... See, you don't want to open a line like this, guys, that also, even if the bot doesn't use it, I'm very unlikely to use it. Like, another constant is exactly what I don't need with HTV. Like, I'm so unlikely to have a good play with the D that even if the bot doesn't use it, the bot's probably going to get 2 chances at it, which just further the recursion value makes this even worse. So, yeah, I'm fine with not playing down there. Maybe boot, slightly better to keep a vowel. I could live with that. I'm also not too unhappy with my play. So maybe a slight mistake, questionable. Yeah, the bot plays yin, keeps 4 consonants, but has a lot of upside setting up the S, and it is a vowel-heavy pool, as the bot certainly learned later on in this game, that's for sure. So that looks reasonable. And yeah, glad I saw fibbing here, because there's not a lot of other options. Binmen I didn't think about, only hitmen there. But yeah, this is a little better. FH, just a synergy thing again, guys, right? FHT way better than the leave after hitmen of FB, and FB are terrible together. At least the TH, goes pretty well. So this leave is a lot more palatable. If you just think about what 2 letters go together often in words, like TH at least, FT sometimes, like FBN, none of those 3 tiles go next to each other in words, so it's really bad synergy. But yeah, fibbing best by a mile, so really glad I found that. Bot bingos, catch, oh wow, chintz. That's pretty cool, I didn't see that. Catch is better though, I mean it's 8 more points. It does keep 3 constants, but with this vowel heavy a lead, that's fine. If the pool were very consonant heavy, then I could see chintz possibly. It also does block that X spot, so it has some merit, but I think catch is better. And luckily for me, the bot does say, yeah, tradesman was the only bingo, so thankfully I've studied some 9s, and I found that, because the next best option is pretty bad. So, very glad I found that, and yeah, the bot makes its first exchange here after pulls EAU to a leave of EAUS, so yeah, you gotta trade here. I mean, no, this is, with that many vowels still left, you gotta trade and keep, did they keep just an Yeah, I kept just an S. I like that decision by the bot. Instead of keeping ES, there's just so many E's still left, guys. The E is too likely to duplicate or even triplicate, so better off trading 6, minimizing your chances of more vowel issues, going for the blanks. 100% agree with the trade 6 here by the bot. How do I see mothed and miss method? That's just bad. Like, I saw moth, I was like, that's not a word, and I just completely missed method. Just flip the dang vowels, come on. Wow. That's so bad. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like these plays, like I said, they're just too likely to give the bot a big play, but like, I gotta see this. It's way better. 12 more points, turns over more tiles. It's just way better. I mean, that's just a terrible mistake, unfortunately. Terrible mistake. And interesting, the bot not wanting to just take cheese immediately. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I mean, to me, I would have just taken cheese, because how is the Q going to really improve beyond that? It's not like oat is that likely to improve either with this leave, but I don't know. To me, it's like with the Q, you're just handcuffing yourself to having to do that next turn. At least if you get rid of it now, you have more flexibility. So, I don't know. A little bit of a strange call by the bot if you ask me here. I would have gone with cheese, but yeah, then just another bizarre draw. I thought about lead. I didn't really want to give back the P hooks and also just easy overlaps on top. So I think meld is fine. And yeah, just some more bizarre draws here. So yeah, the bot now has to play cheese, keeping 4 vowels. I saw wad, but again, didn't want to give back easy overlaps on the 4 row there with like fat, pat, or vat. So I think chat is fine. I'm still feeling like I can easily outrun without a bingo. And the bot electing not to play roadie here. Interesting. Do I agree with this? I mean, 22 is a lot of points. Obviously, EE not the best to leave with that pool, with all the vowels still left, but it's 9-7 from the bot's perspective. It's not quite as vowel heavy as it is from mine. I guess you just give back too much with the blanks with that R, and you're probably about, yeah, okay. I guess if you trade, then you can often hit a bingo. So the bot trades down to what, ER, I assume? Yeah, trades down to ER. All right, I can live with that. Yeah, glad I found Pickle here. Looks like the best play by a long shot. And it didn't bingo? Why? Huh. I guess it's just, am I just too likely to have wave or something on the bottom left? See, maybe it just figured, wow, that's interesting to me. I feel like I would have just bingoed, but I guess, so it's only 64. You're only up 22. You're drawing 7 tiles into that pool. You're just going to have too many vowels. Yeah, I mean, unless I have absolute garbage, you're probably going to lose. And I guess with fence, the thing is, like, oftentimes, right, if I play on the left, if I don't have weave, right, like, if I had just played wave, then it often allows bingos to play down the B column. Because it's very hard for me to make a word there that doesn't allow bingos to play down the B column in some capacity. I pretty much have to put the V late in the word like I did with something like wave or weave. It's actually very difficult to block that. And if the bot, it's just going to be so hard for the bot to threaten bingos on the 3 row with that pool drawing to ER blank through an E. That pool is just so dang vowel heavy. I don't know. I wonder about like EF too, honestly. Because now, see, what's good about this is now you could still draw a bingo from the C. You're scoring well on this turn. It's very hard for me to block the C. Like, how do I block that C without giving something back, actually? I can't play cow or something. I just give back the A column. If I play on row 8, here's the thing, guys, too. If I play on row 8, if I try to just play, like, waves or views, I empty the bag, so then the bot can bingo out with its blank through any of those tiles and just win. And you maybe save some possibilities with, like, R, C, and Ref, too, perhaps. I kind of like F the more I look at it. I think that's what I would have done. I just don't really, I don't know with fence. I mean, I just don't think you're that likely to even hit the bingo. Keeping the N is so useful. Like, every constant you can keep is so valuable in this kind of pool. And if you play F, you're within 15 points. You don't need a huge bingo here. You just need a bingo. You know, if I play off, and also if I play off a couple tiles, then you're only drawing a couple out of the bag after you bingo. You'll be more likely to be able to go out in the end game. Like, if I just play for a little bit and you bingo from the C for 60, you're often winning. And you're often going to have something, like careened or something in the C. I don't know. I'm leaning towards F right now, guys. If I were in this position, I think that's what I would have done. I see what the bot was doing here, though. I mean, I see that it's hard for me to block on the left. I get the point of it. I don't know. Interesting turn. I'm curious what you guys think in the comments. Would you have gone with fence like the bot? Do you agree with me on F? Would you have bingoed? It's hard to say. Hard to say. They're all reasonable. I mean, weave, I think, has to be right here. I don't think this ever loses. And then, yeah, the bot blocks me from going out. And yeah, what a crazy game, once again, with all those vowels at the end. Some really tough turns there. I honestly didn't play well, unfortunately. I mean, Goth, I can't believe I missed method. I saw Moth as a phony and missed method. Like, that's so bad. It's so bad. Missing Bonot on the Wu turn is a little bit more forgivable. That's a tough one to see, but I can't be missing stuff like method. So fortunate that I still came away with the win despite that pretty significant mistake. But yeah, we will definitely take it. Still going pretty strong lately. We're now within 8 games of the bots in the 35 and 43 through 78. So 22 games left. I'll need to go 15 and 7 if I want to even up the series in the last 22 games. It's going to be a tall order, but certainly possible. We're going to give it the best shot we can. So, momentum is good. We'll see if we can carry it on to game 79. Appreciate all the support as always, guys, and look forward to seeing you all there. Thanks again. Have a good one. Bye-bye.